Alright guys, we're going to get started on today's reading here. This is the main deck we're using. I have these two oracle decks here to assist. I'm putting them off to the side right here. But we're doing a reading today. I was channeling on the collective here for today's reading, and what I was getting is a big shift, and it's individual shifts that everyone's going through, but collectively we are in a really interesting time period where it's hard to figure out how everybody feels to one another, how the world feels. The world feels a little different, a little chaotic, and we're just going to go into figuring out today what is the shift, because I was just looking at the energy of the collective and I just felt so many single independent changes that collectively people, places, things, all kinds of groups just don't feel like what they normally feel like. It feels like everything is just in such a big shift that nothing feels the way it normally does. So I'm going to look into seeing for you guys watching today, what is that collective shift for you guys watching this, and what do you need to know. So we're going to start with this deck here, my tarot deck, and I'll pull out the other decks if I need them. But I'm already seeing here that you guys are already releasing expectations in love. Whether it's someone that you broke up with, divorced, or if you're single, been single for a while, just what you have been wanting in a partner. I just see that there's a huge emotional burden being carried by you watching this over allowing in men. It feels like men specifically, so this could even be you if you're a male watching this, but there's a huge burden over not being a provider, protector, the kind of man that is in their divine power, and it's making it hard to feel like there's a sense of passion moving forward right now. And I'm just seeing that there is connection. Right now, connection feels actually pretty good, and you're going after what you're passionate about, but you should also hang back and wait right now. So let's see why. Okay, a lot of male energy here. So males here in their power with money and finances, taking action. There's a whole new journey. So if you're a male watching this, you are on a journey to get into your power. If you're a female watching this, dating men, then this is about searching for this kind of love. And if you identify as male energy, this is about you being on that journey yourself. Letting go of feeling like you're stuck and trapped and like nothing can be done, and that things aren't fair, and there's always fighting, there's always a combativeness or a problem. Just tired of feeling like the same patterns and cycles around male energy, whether it's you or the person that you want to date or have dated. And divine feminine is really having a hard time being in their energy with money right now and feeling like abundance is coming in from that. But you are being divinely guided right now. Let me just look in and see what I get for you guys. It's part of the shifts. So female energy is about receiving and flowing at the same time. Male energy is typically more taking action. So the female energy right now that I'm feeling in this reading is needing to figure out where the blockages are in receiving and being afloat in business, and what that means or why that's there. Because it feels like it's hard to be happy right now. It's hard to manifest. It's hard to also rekindle relationships. So it's hard to feel like you can reconnect or get what you want or feel like things are going to be good. But I'm seeing things balancing out. Let's see. And not only do I see them balancing out, but I'm seeing that judgment is fair and wishes are coming true. So this just looks like wishes are coming true, judgment's good, things are balanced. Try to be more patient. That's a big one. because you're building something business wise, and it's hard because you're just not sure what you're even passionate about right now or what to stand for. And there has been a lot of betrayal and sorrow. And it has put a big block on love. So it feels like there's a like female energy. I feel like if you're watching this, you've got to get into your power first around it's all tied to career, and I feel like career will lead to love. It feels like love is more challenging right now because there's something with career that just feels so important. Let's see what that is. You have good luck. You're just not sure what to choose and what to cultivate. So it's more of a fear, a feeling of being a little lost right now, just not sure, being sure where to go and what to do. And then I'm going to pull from this other oracle deck here an energy. So let's see. What is the energy? What is an energy here that is missing for this person that is watching this reading to get where they need to go with career? Feeling peace. Needing to feel peace. And letting go of frustration. So that's frustration reverse. So letting that go. And figuring out why feeling comfort is blocked. So even when you're feeling discomfort, you're going to feel peaceful instead of frustration, and you're just going to finally let yourself surrender and let go of fear. So just a lot of letting go, because that's what's blocking success. So it's just getting back into peace. Even when you don't know where your next thing is coming from, where you're headed. But it's because you just have to let go of all this frustration and discomfort and surrender to the fear. That's what's going to bring you success. So it just looks like the block has a lot to do with just your own fears and insecurities. I think it's hard to make some decisions. And I'm going to pull from the other deck here too, just to get another additional card. Is there anything else to know about this here? All right, let's see. Shed and release. Shed and release. So it's saying to shed and release this cycle of fear and insecurities around just not knowing what's going to happen next with career, and see how much that is blocking you from actually achieving financial success. So that's the road you're on right now. And this is a big transformation for female energy. Big, because it's like you're not in your power, and this leads to this huge transformation where you are looking back at the past and recognizing how it's impacting you not being in your power today, and then going through a huge transformation around that because you're tired of not being able to take action. You've learned this lesson. You have learned that if you're not going out and taking action and learning how, you've got to really sit down and figure out a play-by-play. Like, what is your plan going to be? You've learned that. If you're not sure what to do, make a plan. When you're not sure what to move yet, make moves to make moves, basically. And you've got to let everything here end. There's more to let go here, more to let end. You're really indecisive. And it's hard to know just what to choose and what to do. So this indecision is just making it hard to know. What do you do? How do you move forward? Why aren't things balanced? Why are you not feeling balanced? What is going on here? And it's about like letting this male energy go. So if you were depending on a male energy, or if you were depending on yourself as the male energy, just letting go of needing things, it feels like outside of you, to make you feel like you've got it. And you're not feeling strong, but there's a push to try to feel more strong. You're just not sure what the next direction is to head in yet, but you got to come on this break. So this is a time to truly take action and do this work right now to figure it out. That feels really important. It just feels like you're going to be making some really big moves here. Let's see. You're figuring out how you want to go for career stuff. What do you want to do to make money? What do you want to do to take action? Like, what do you want to walk away with? Why isn't your intuition being used enough? There's just this block. So There's something about moving forward in career, and I'm going to pull this Oracle deck. What do you need to know about moving forward in career? Beyond a doubt. So when I see this, what I'm seeing for you is it is beyond a doubt. Like, you are supposed to just move forward and figure out what these blocks are and how to move past them. It feels like about self-trust to me, to be honest. Let me pick from the other deck, the energy deck, and just confirm. Is this about just moving and just going for it, even if you're not sure, you're not able to trust your intuition yet? Yeah, letting go of anger. So anger has been a block. And getting your life back into balance. So that makes a lot of sense, to find the sweetness of life again. So it's just saying that emotions can't get in the way. If you're not sure where you're headed and what move you're making and how to get there, you've got to let this anger go to find your balance, because you want to lead with excitement. You want to lead with joy. You want to lead with what you want. And right now, it's just, there's just a big stuckness to your energy. Do more self-care too. That's also really important here. And it's like you're just not sure how to figure out what you're passionate about, but you've got to walk away. So they really want you to walk away from things for you to be able to get where you need to go. And that feels also really important. And I do want to pull a card on that. What are we walking away from? Let's see. Sadness and protection. So what I'm seeing here is it's walking away from feeling sad and like you need to protect yourself at all costs. I think there's just something about getting into the joy and sweetness of life, even when you don't know where you're gonna make, how you're gonna make ends meet, and what your plan is gonna be, and how things are gonna come together. And these are all just lessons in trusting the universe, trusting that if you start to move forward, even in some direction, a while, life really will work out for you. And yeah, it's like you're blocked in this career path right now, and your thoughts are getting more balanced. It's like you're starting to notice this, like even though career isn't quite where you need it to be right now, your thoughts are improving here. They're getting better, and it's helping you let go of this inner chaos, which is creating outer chaos, because our inner world creates our outer world. So you're discovering that, and you're figuring out how you want to move forward career-wise. And you got to shake up your routines, so make sure you're doing that too. That's a big one. And there's something about sorrow here, feeling sorrow and how much that's keeping you trapped, and female energy not being in their power with feeling passionate, needing to get back into that again. It's hard to come together. It's hard to really celebrate things, and you're just really ready to walk into a new direction. And I know at the beginning we picked up something on love too. I just want to take a moment to see what were those cards about love about, because that feels like that was important too. So let's just see what we get here. Hunger. So hungering for a relationship. You're hungry for it. And just letting go of disruptions. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, let's pull one more to illuminate. So, okay, what that is telling me... Oh, wait, one more wants to come out. To get reach abundance. So what this is telling me, tapping in here, you're really hungry for love. You really want a relationship. But having one right now would be a huge distraction. Not that you won't get one soon, but while you're pivoting in this career trajectory, it would be a disruption, because you need to illuminate your own path right now so that you can get this abundance. So it's like, it feels like it's coming in, it's just saying like, get your shit figured out first. Get what you need to get up moving and going with your career a little bit more, so that way love won't come in as a distraction, and it'll be an addition to what you already have going on. And I'm going to just pull from this deck to confirm. Is that true? Alright, these two want to fall out. Your magic is potent, and realize it's already yours. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, so the way that I am reading this intuitively is that you're smart, you're magical enough. You have the power, you are intelligent, you are all these things. You are all of these enough that you can have all the things you want. It's already yours. So it feels like it truly is a matter of timing. Let me pick one more to confirm that. Okay, one flew out over here. It's a hard no on this. So, no as in right now. Oh wait, there are two others that came out too. Cast that spell and pick the following card. Alright, so one more. It's an enigma. That's interesting. So the way I'm reading that is it's enigma, cast that spell. It's funny. And so these are like saying no, but then it's saying it's already yours and you can just make it happen. So, and that's the enigma. So it's like it's not coming in on its own, but you creating what you want in your own outer world is creating what you want in a relationship. That's how I'm reading it. I'm just looking at these cards being like, what are you telling me? I'm feeling this for you guys. It's saying that you have this magic. Your magic is potent. It's already yours. It's about you being able to create the abundance in your life and the path you're on and what you want to achieve. So no, it won't just come in for you, but cast a spell by just going after what you want to pick and create and build in this world. And then it comes in as a result of your hard work. And that's the enigma. So it's kind of like creating you and creating your career creates romance just by accident. So if you want that relationship, that's your plan. Yeah, just go after what you want. I think it's to build up your sense of identity. That's also what it feels like here. It feels like you are trying to build yourself up, and if you're building it up through another person and like in a relationship, then you're dependent on that person. But if you're building it up through your own career, your own brand, your own business, your own whatever you want to do, then it's yours. Then it truly is yours. And it's like, yeah, you got to get back in this energy of I know what I want. And just really being in that. So this is about coming back into yourself. I feel like you're coming home to yourself so that you can be in a relationship. And it's hard to be on this journey to achieve more in love and money right now. But there's a happy ending coming. I see it coming. And it's coming together with somebody. So it looks like these things you want are coming. It's just like, it's hard for you to get into a place where you're just taking action just yet. But there's bad habits to look out for here. There's bad habits, coping mechanisms. It can be addictions. It can just be bad habits. Whatever it is, notice what you're doing to cope with not being there yet right now and how you're feeling. Because it's hard when you feel like you can't take action. There's no inspiration to take action. It feels like it's impossible. So when you feel like where you're at right now is making it impossible, how are you coping with that? And then notice how that is actually keeping you stuck. And going into hermit mode, you're going into hermit mode right now. You really need time to work on yourself alone so that you can go out in the world and create what you need to build and create. But you don't need to move away. You don't need to move away to do this. There's just grief to keep working through and to continuously work on. So just take note of that. Yeah, like the energy of the guy, it feels blocked right now. So that energy is blocked right now. Let go of control. And just try to enjoy yourself. So again, fun, having fun, celebration, coming back into yourself, coming home to yourself, charging ahead with what you're passionate about, going after what you want, and letting go of 8 things at once. So it's simplifying. Like, how do you go after what you want? And how do you go out and create it? And then how do you go and build from there? Let's see. Pull out an energy card. Illumination. So this is all about illuminating your own path right now. How do you illuminate the path for yourself? To cleanse, to clear. So when you're building your own path with your career and your identity through your career for the moment, I really feel like this is your own thing, like your own business or your own, I don't know. It feels like a side hustle that you're making into your own. That's honestly what it feels like. It clears your karma. I feel like it clears your energy. I feel like it's because it's in alignment. So everything, attached to other people that's not in alignment really falls away here. And it's building your strength. You're building strength through the situation, through what to do with pain. Building strength through the pain. So this is really gonna, and it's all energy. So you're doing something different with your energy, the energy of pain, and what you're really transmuting, you're cultivating, you're taking these things and turning it into something else. You're turning it into love. And when you turn your hardships into love for yourself through what you create and build in your life, you draw this love in from a romantic partner. That's what it's trying to tell you. So don't get frustrated. It's like, you're frustrated. Don't be frustrated. Be happy. That's funny. Be happy. Don't be frustrated. Be happy. Do the self-reflection that you need to do right now. And be determined. I don't know if you can read that. It says determination. Be determined and conscious. Being aware, being present, being conscious, being cautious. And over how you're comforting yourself. Because the things that you use to comfort yourself, you do center yourself around. They end up being what you center yourself with. So how are you comforting yourself? Right, because you need peace. And right now you have to find out how to get that success that's been blocked. So how are you comforting yourself? Is it by building? Is it by creating? Or is it by distracting or coping? And don't forget to also rest right now. You really need it. Because this is just a time of protection. You're being protected while you're doing this work. Because you really need to find the sweetness of life again. And just you gotta let this stuff end. You're not letting it end. So this is to force you to let things end and find that balance again in life. Let's see. Yeah, to get rid of that anxiety that you've had so that you can grow. It's really for growth. Yeah, so you're ghosting. You may be getting ghosted too from people. So if there's ghosting from between either you're ghosting somebody or someone's ghosting you, that is for a reason. So there's fear present. You had to work through this fear and you need space to do it. So you're just really taking time out to do this, to get back into flow. Yeah. So this reading is all about rebuilding yourself through everything that you're doing, your work, your career, yourself. And again, that's why it's not like a job. This really feels like your business, starting a business, entrepreneurship, a brand, a coach, something. But it's like the company is you. Like this business venture is you because it's you making money being you. So as you build up this career based around who you are and it's authentic, you're healing, you're transmuting, you're changing the trajectory of everything around you in your life and all of it. And then ultimately that brings in self-love, and then that brings in the love of the person that you're looking for. Like you will attract the love of the partner you want. So it feels like a reward for doing the work. So it makes sense, because otherwise you would just if you had that love come in first, you wouldn't do this work. So do the work. Know that it's going to fulfill you personally, and then it's also going to draw on the love of who you want to be in love with and have a life with, and know that that's coming. And then one more card here to end the reading. Let's see. Definitely not. Definitely not to go for love first. Definitely not put yourself first. Make sure. Yeah, attune to your needs. Attune to your needs. So definitely not putting somebody else first. Attune to your needs. Make yourself a first priority and release the desire to need a relationship right now, because you have to really be first. And what you're building with career is going to be huge, and it's on its way to you. It's at the bottom of the deck. It's on its way to you. So I hope that helps you guys today. A lot of really great things are coming. You're building yourself up. It all looks really great. Just keep going. You're ultimately going to get what you're looking for and draw on the love that you want.